Do you guys just put the word quantum in front of everything?
At the grandest stage of them all. It's a fateful moment in the career of Paul Devine with his back against the wall. He takes on the Kings in a handicap match. Chris Diamond and Rob Cross have made the life of the Asian sensation, I should say, a living hell these last couple of months. And Devine valiantly been fighting, but the numbers are catching up to him again and again and again. It was Rob Cross who laid out the challenge a couple weeks ago, said, Devine, why don't you just let us finish you off once and for all at Ascendant 7, us versus you, if you've got the balls. And of course, Devine never one to shy away from a challenge. Took them up on that offer and even wanted to get things started early a couple of weeks ago, calling the Kings down to the ring for what he referred to as a discussion, turned into a brawl that left him sprawled out in the middle of the ring, a heap and a pool of his own blood. And one has to wonder what condition Paul Devine will even be in for this matchup. Whereas Chris Diamond and Rob Cross are riding high on a wave of momentum. The former Fusion Tag Team Champions, winners of the 3rd Annual Tag Team Cup in Tokyo, Japan, back together again. Back together. What am I from the south over here? Back together. What am I, Batman? Did you get that Rex Carter commentary for this match? Special appearance? But I know that Devine has what it takes on any given night, no matter the odds that are stacked against him, to give the fight of his life. The question is, will it pay off here at the Show of Shows? Or will this truly be the end of Paul Devine, as the Kings claim it will be? And there they are, the former undisputed world heavyweight champion, Chris Diamond, to the right, and Rob Cross, the former light heavyweight champion, on the left. Together they have been Paul Devine's bane, and they look to be his end right here at Ascendant 7. Chris Diamond and Rob Cross are just about as confident as two men in their position could be. And it makes sense. If you're a betting man, no matter how you may feel about Paul Devine, you would be foolish to not put your chips in the corner of the King. But there he is, baby, the Asian sensation, the man who puts the rising sun, Japan's biggest export, and the five-time undisputed world heavyweight champion. It doesn't matter how down he may be, he is never out. Devine knows full well the fight that he is in for here at the showcase of the Immortals. But one of the very best to ever do it has never, and I believe will never, as proven by here tonight, back down from a challenge. So here we go, Devine's back again. Wait a minute, what the hell? What the hell is going on here, guys? Some sort of transmission coming through my headset there. Wait a minute! It can't be! But it is! Quantum! Quantum is here! To back his brother! The Future Man has returned! X-Gen is back together again! Never letting a brother fight alone. Quantum returning for the first time to this side of CMV in 2 years. Quantum is not going to let his brother head into the lion's den alone. Oh my God. I can't even find the words. Do my eyes deceive me? Is this a dream? Murphy, come over here and pinch me real quick. It isn't. Oh, this match has just been turned on its head for the Kings. They're trying to stay positive. They're trying not to show how caught off guard they are. But there ain't no way in hell they could have been ready for this. X-Gen, the 4-time tag team champions, touted as the greatest tag team in CMB history, are back together again here at the grandest stage of them all. I'm not even sure if Paul Devine knew that this was happening. I mean, I'm guessing he did because they're wearing those matching attires that, by the way, look fantastic. And I can say the same about the Kings as well. Chris Diamond knows a lot about fashion. Did you see that hat he came out here wearing? The feather and everything? These two men have spent the better part of the last 2 seasons at odds. It's Chris Diamond, who last year cashed in the Money in the Bank contract on Paul Devine to bring his 5th undisputed World Heavyweight Championship reign to an end, and since then, Devine hasn't tasted championship gold again. And here we go, tag to Quantum, the former unmatched world champion. And he and Devine are 5-time tag team champions. 4 of those reigns they held together. Quantum had a reign with Hayden. Devine had a reign with Chris Andrews, as we know. But every single time the discussion of who's the greatest tag team to ever grace a CMB ring is brought up, X-Gen is coming off the lips of everyone left and right. Tag to Rob Cross. The Kings have dug themselves a hole here tonight. We got to find out if they can get out of it, trying for a powerbomb. Quantum, as I said before, hasn't been seen on this side of CMB in 2 years, but hasn't been seen in nearly a year since the shutdown of Unmatched. Period. The sounding of the 7th trumpet. Right into a camel clutch. Quantum looking to break his back and make him humble. Will he indeed do that? Nope, Rob Cross able to break the hold. Gets between those legs, sweep. Quantum hitting his chin on the way down, trying to shake off them cobwebs, as we can see. Irish whip hanging on for dear life. Quantum making the tag back to Paul Devine. I'm trying to remember the last time that Paul Devine and Quantum, or maybe better known by some as Sushi X and Omega Z, were in a match together. A clean 2-on-2 tag match. I know last season X-Gen had a bit of a reunion on Unmatched at one point, but I think the last time that the brothers were together was, geez, I mean, had to be all the way back, like season 3 maybe. It's been years. And they are quickly showing that they have not skipped a beat. Paul Devine throwing Rob Cross into the corner of that table, gut first into the edge. And getting his clock cleaned with that kick. Quantum just watching diligently. Kicks out the knee. Shot to the liver. Spinning soul kick. Referee Murphy at a count of 8 as we get a cross-legged Fishman driver. Okay. That's something I'd never seen before. The innovative offense of the Asian sensation who stomps his feet. This had to have been a clever ploy all along. Paul Devine suckering the Kings in, giving them a false sense of domination in count of 13. I really hope this match gets back into the ring. And there we go, Devine saving the day. I would hate to see the reunion of X-Gen end via shenanigans, but I wouldn't be surprised knowing that the Kings are in that ring right now. Wheelbarrow facebuster. Fine, hang on a minute. Quantum asking for a tag, but Devine saying, I've got this big bro. The 24th punch. 1, 2. Chris Diamond making the save. Quantum helping up his brother. Saying continue the fight. Devine obliges. Diamond's been taking care of Rob Cross though. With those precious few seconds. Trying to make his way back into this one. Kick to the midsection. And we've seen this before from the Global Phenom. That sit out implant driver. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Not gonna let that deter him, but a knee to the face may. Don't got no choice. Catchphrase by Devine. Stomp onto the wrist. Takes a hold of the hair. Rob Cross says, I don't think so. Jawbreaker closes that distance with a super kick. Irish whipped into the corner. His own momentum used against him. Back elbow running to the center of the ring with a bulldog. Cross is in a bad way. He needs a tag to Chris Diamond. You can see the ball over there. Begging. Tag to Quantum though. Oh man! This is old school X-Gen. The fall of man. Cross getting chopped in half. 1, 2, 3. X-Gen are back, baby. I still can't believe it or fully find the words to describe what just went down before us all. X-Gen returning and putting down the Kings at their own game. The fall of man ripping through Rob Cross. So beautiful, we have to see it a few times. And Chris Diamond couldn't even look. I don't know if it'll show that in the replay. Attempted to save his friend, but kind of just let him, look at that, he turned away. He was like, I can't even look at this. And by the time he turned back, it was too little, too late. The brothers have returned. Amazing. It culminates at Battle Scars 5. Amazing. And I cannot wait. But tonight in our main event, it's going to be the International Championship on the line. One of 2 title matches, 3 as a matter of fact, title matches here on tonight's show. The new undisputed world heavyweight champion, Chris Proudfoot, can't forget his obligations as international champion, answering Bob Luger's challenge for the title. That goes down in our main event, the Anarchy Championship. Also going to be on the line, will Walter Willay make history yet again? Can he get to 10? If so, he needs to make it past Brett Angel. And of course, Dada will make her first defense of the Internet Championship after winning it in the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal at Ascendant 7. Defending against, as voted by the CM Universe, Perry Heenan in a tables match. Woo! And a whole lot more, my fine feathered friends. When we all saw what went down, the roof was blown off the joint. We thought it was going to be the Ballers Club, the Kings versus Paul Devine in a handicap match, but brothers don't let brothers fight alone. Quantum returning for the first time since last year's Ascendance. X-Gen reforming to just plow right through the Kings. But we're going to see if that was just, a magic in the moment type of situation. Thriving off the energy of the fans being back together. They're going to be tested by Joey Diaz and Braxton Sutter of God's Chosen on the top of the world right now with their leader Chris Proudfoot ending Ascendant 7 by cashing in Money in the Bank and becoming world champion. Let's see if his soldiers will have any sort of that luck. Chris Proudfoot's flock continuing to grow. The most recent addition, Angelo Babos, kind of conspicuous in his absence here. Joey Diaz at the front and the massive Braxton Sutter trailing behind. Both a part of the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. After the Armbar Society successfully defended the Unified World Tag Team titles against the Soli Bros at Ascendance, every tag team on Supremacy scrambling to prove they're worthy of getting the title shot at Battle Scars 5, perhaps heading into next season as the champs. Going to be a lot of eyes on this matchup here. Jay Dynamite certainly going to be watching closely. And I still can't believe it. Even 2 weeks later, that the one and only, baby, Quantum is back in CMV. X-Gen reforming arguably the greatest tag team in CMV history. The 4-time tag team champions coming to reclaim their division to kick off Supremacy number 16. The former unmatched World Heavyweight Champion hasn't seemed to miss a step in his time away from the CMV ring. And that just shows you how strong the bond X-Gen shares is. We hadn't seen Quantum on this side of the CMV since the last year's Ascendance, but when Paul Devine was in need, his brother was there to back him up. The Asian sensation has to be feeling real good after finally getting one over the Ballers Club. Months of the numbers game catching up to him. Chris Diamond and Rob Cross going to be in action a little bit later on, hoping to rebound after that embarrassing outing at the Show of Shows. The five-time undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. Side by side with Quantum for the first time in years. Here we go, the fallout of Ascendant 7 Supremacy episode 16. God's Chosen taking on X-Gen. And a night that has a lot of potential show stealers. I haven't even talked about Stefan Hastings versus ZOG champion Jason Spade and Ozone versus Dante Tatum. Sign me up. I'm here for both of those matches. Joey Diaz getting things started against Quantum. Smacking away that punch attempt, float over DDT and a stomp to the back of the head. Maybe a knee. A dragon screw instead by the hot commodity. Taking Quantum by the hand. A win like this for an up-and-coming team like Joey Diaz and Braxton Sutter cannot be understated. Dragon Sleeper being applied by Diaz here. Quantum trapped in it for a minute before he's able to escape. Stomp to the upper back. Seems like the damage may be done. Scoop slam attempt. Diaz drops down behind. Gets thrown down to the canvas, but Sutter with an assist from the apron. Punch to the back of the head, and that's what makes God's Chosen so dangerous. Diaz may be looking for a tag. Quantum says, I'm not having none of that, though. 3 well-placed elbows to the midsection. Irish whip across the ring. Charges full steam ahead. Gets a sternum full of turnbuckle. Now into the corner of God's Chosen. High knee evaded. Taking Diaz for a walk, but it ain't through the park. Snapmare in the corner of X-Gen. And now the neck crank. One of the most debilitating maneuvers inside of the squared circle. Being a bit cheeky, but that does hurt. Obviously, just taking a man's neck and cracking it to the side. Tag to Paul Devine. X-Gen, baby. Double Irish whip on the rebound. Double back body drop. And Diaz got some serious height on that. The man who puts the rising and rising sun. Looking to keep up the fight. It's a kick to the ribs and then a knee right down across the bridge of his nose. Stomp onto the wrist. Diaz takes him. Just smashes his face right into the canvas. Paul Devine quickly to his feet, only to be taken back down with a German suplex. What up, Rifted, just in time. Back to the Dragon Sleeper. Quantum felt the sting of this earlier. I guess it's Divine's turn, but he's able to get out of it as well. Another stomp to the upper back. Irish whip. Another tag attempted, but this time Diaz is able to deny it. Looking for a tag himself, maybe. Gets that high knee to the chest. Devine pushing Diaz. Braxton tried to interfere yet again, but Devine says, I'm too quick for you, mate. Boot to the jaw from behind, spun around, Irish whip. Just throwing out the knees, 2-for-1 sale. And just washing Devine's face with that boot, getting a head full of steam again. Almost went right through Devine's head. Takes hold of that leg, drops to a hold, down goes Diaz. Sutter watching from the apron. Probably not too pleased with what he's seeing. Diaz in a bad way at the moment. Drop kick in the hot commodity, make that hot tag. Devine cutting him off. Quantum giving some moral support from the apron there. Front headlock. Forced to release. Devine kicks the back of the leg. Catchphrase on the money. Taken by arm and by leg. Center of the ring. And just having a little bit of fun with it. Devine better be careful though. Joey Diaz is the reason we call him the hot commodity. Uh-oh. Will Joey Diaz meet the same fate that the Ballers Club did at Ascendant 7? Classic X-Gen! Chopping Diaz in half. Quantum hooking the leg, but I think Sutter will get there in time. Yes, he does. Barely a 1 count. Quantum is not happy about it. Sutter able to retreat back onto the apron. Diaz, meanwhile, with a gouge of the eyes, tries for a jumping cutter. Quantum. The future man taking Diaz around and around. Butterfly suplex is capped off with a butterfly face buster. Turn into these fans, loving to be back in front of him, doing what he does best. And Diaz, I think, is going to the chopping block again. Or maybe not. Jawbreaker. Knee. Just about bashing Quantum's face in. Tries to get off the punch. Counters the Irish whip. Coming back at him. Big old back elbow. Ooh, Nice single leg takedown by Diaz. It seems like he has got nothing left. Gas tank running on empty. Might be smart to get a tag to Braxton Sutter, who hasn't even been legal yet in this match. X-Gen done a very good job of isolating Joey Diaz. The hot commodity in control right now. If I were him, I'd make the tag. Seems like he's more intent, though, on just inflicting some pain. The way he's bending back that wrist. Grabbing at his ribs, really wants to get the job done on his own. Maybe impress Proudfoot. This could end nasty. Quantum sees it coming, that veteran instinct, baby, kicking in before Quantum can capitalize. Sent into the corner, misses that knee, goes for a knee of his own. Gets the clothesline, though. Oh, borrowing a bit of the hypothetical kung fu from Kevin Lee, busting Diaz open with those side control punches. One after the other. Diaz, eyes glazed over, blood dripping down his face. Tag to Paul Devine, and here we go again. The fall of man. Sutter desperately trying to save his partner, but it'll be for naught. Sutter's going to break that up again, though. X-Gen had to devise some sort of strategy to keep the big man from interfering, and Devine has that strategy, trying to knock Sutter off the apron. Well, that did not end how he would have liked it to. Decides to refocus on Diaz. Given too much time to recuperate, though. European uppercut. Diaz attempting a half Nelson suplex. Sliding shin strike by the Asian sensation. Oh, I'm going to show off a bit of that power. Wheelbarrow face buster. Stomp onto the quad just for good measure. And Devine says, let me finish this off on my own. 24th punch. 1, 2. What? I thought Quantum had Sutter stopped for sure. Now he does. A little bit too late, though. X-Gen ruling the ring like they used to. Oh, Devine's got something else for Diaz. Let's just hope Quantum doesn't get disqualified. Able to get out of the ring. Divine intervention. Diaz able to counter, though. With little time to spare. Hang on a minute, Divine. DDT! Off the apron. Wipes some sweat from his face. Sutter is still down. If I were Devine, I'd get back into the ring and try to pin Diaz again. Oh man, just throwing him all around the ringside area. Giving him that tour. Devine now cracked open with a knee. Super kick to the midsection, caught. Elbow to knee. Sutter is on the apron. Devine sidesteps, forearm smash. Just below the chest and off the apron. Quantum comfortable with his front row seat there on the apron. Cautiously watching from above. Devine is just having himself a good old time. Blood all over the announce table. This is just our first match of the night. Devine saying bring it on, and Diaz most certainly does. Count of 12, by the way. Have until 20 to get back out of the ring. Quantum's knees running interference as Devine just repeatedly smashes Diaz again and again. What's the game plan here, though? Oh my God. 17. Devine says enough is enough. Gonna try to win by countout. Diaz is sleeping on his feet. Quantum gonna help him out. Make sure he stays down. And that's it. X-Gen victorious via countout. Maybe not the way we would have liked them to return, but victorious nonetheless. Let's be honest, X-Gen was running roughshod on Joey Diaz in this match. Maybe a bit of a mercy kill there. Braxton Sutter not even getting tagged in. Victorious via countout. X-Gen are back, baby. Diaz might not wake up for a week. Team title is what he's got to focus on now. It was quite a future shock at Ascendant 7 when Quantum made his return to CMB to back up his brother Paul Devine and defeat the Kings. Last week on Supremacy, we saw it there here to stay when they knocked off God's Chosen, albeit via countout. It was what happened afterwards that had everyone talking. God's Chosen and the Kings who came running down to the ring, teaming up for a 4-on-2 beatdown, leaving X-Gen a mess in the middle of the ring. But X-Gen are more than ready to get their payback at Battle Scars 5 when they seek to become 6-time tag team champions. Where's Paul Devine? The Asian sensation taking his sweet old time coming out here. Quantum's looking around, wondering that, what the hell? Well, here comes the Armbar Society, the Unified World Tag Team Champions. But where's Paul Devine, guys? This is supposed to be a tag team match. I'm getting reports from backstage, though, that Paul Devine wasn't in the gorilla position. Trying to get some backstage hands to track him down. But as it stands, Devine nowhere to be found. Quantum is set and ready to go as Armbar Society enter the ring. I don't know what's going on, guys. Paul Devine isn't here, but Quantum's saying bring it on. He still wants to go. What the hell is this? And the Armbar Society are now jumping Quantum. He's saying bring it on. Paul Devine is MIA, but Quantum is ready for a fight. Willing to take on the champions by himself, but this is a 2-on-1 beatdown. We all know Quantum ain't a man to run. That could have ended very badly right there for Bolay, by the way. Gary Reed saved him from the military press, but it didn't end much better the way he fell. Bolay and Reed having no qualms with taking this advantage over Quantum here. Oh, just beating him out of the ring. Longest reigning Anarchy champion of all time. Referee Tyson keeping his distance. I don't blame him for not wanting to get in the way of the Armbar Society. We need to get some security out here or something because the Armbar Society are not holding back. Referee Tyson rung for the bell. But it's clear that the Armbar Society don't give a damn. They are just unloading on the Future Man here. But Quantum still fighting as they begin to go up the ramp. Where is Paul Devine? Gary Reed saying, come on, huh? X-Gen, the greatest tag team of all time? I don't think so, but that's only one half of X-Gen. This isn't a fair fight. Quantum just neck first down onto the concrete and his shoulders stomped on. Who knows if X-Gen will even be able to make it to Battle Scars 5 at this point. It's not looking too good. Gotta respect Quantum's fight. He didn't back down. He didn't run to the back. He put his dukes up. But at the same time, from a thinking perspective, this is not a good idea. He should have. He should have backed down and lived to fight another day. Lived to fight at Battle Scars 5 when the titles are on the line. He is just getting absolutely mauled right now. No remorse by the Armbar Society. Gary Reed sent back into the ring, but just as Quantum starts to get an upper hand on one of them, the other comes along. Walter Bollé taking Quantum by the head, slamming him. Oh, well, I thought he was like, should I do the steel steps or the barricade? I'm not too sure. And that time he wasted thinking of what to do. Quantum able to escape his clutches. This is the former unmatched world champion. Not going down without a fight. But there's little that he can do in this situation. Where is security? Where's Paul Devine? Where's someone to help out Quantum, man? I'm about to get up from my desk right now. Not really. Even though I like Quantum, I'm not going to get between him and the Armbar Society. I don't have a death wish. Well, clearly the Armbar Society, whether or not they had something to do with Paul Devine's disappearance, are willing to take Quantum out and eliminate one of their challengers at Battle Scars 5. Their odds still won't be so great defending against the Kings and God's Chosen, but at least they'll have eliminated one of their challenging teams. Off the camel clutch, Bollé just caving Quantum's face in, and Gary Reed with that career-ending rolling armbar as he keeps trying to hit it. Walter Bollé won't let up and give him the chance. Bollé is in the zone right now. He's like, nah, I got this, Reed. Good God. Hangman's neckbreaker into an elbow drop. Quantum escaping to the outside. But they are not letting up. Oh, bit of a miscommunication. Gary Reed accidentally clipping Bollé with that knee. And that may have been the only chance for Quantum to make any sort of comeback or try and escape over the barricade into the crowd. Maybe, I don't know, something, anything. I have never seen Quantum dissected like this before. I don't think I've ever seen anybody dissected like this before, man. German, so come on! Do something, Tyson. Somebody, for the love of God, get in there. Everybody is too scared of Armbar Society to lift a finger, not to mention they have Baron Blade pulling strings backstage as well, running roughshod. We are witnessing a live mugging, and now the bitter end. Gary Reed going to the top rope, and we know what he's looking for, but Walter Bollé might get there first. One way or another, Quantum taken down, neckbreaker, and a senton. But they're still not done. You gotta be kidding me, Quantum. Just seeing red. He's got blinders on. Not staying down. Forearm smash to the outside. Excuse me. This is sickening, guys. This is just disgusting. Stalling brain bust. What? Did Quantum just get right back up? only to be sent back down with a German suplex. Quantum literally took that brainbuster and laughed, just popped right up and said, huh? That tickled. Quantum is one of the most hard-headed, tough SOBs in CMB history. But just like any man, not able to survive these odds. The numbers game is too great. He's being reduced to ash before our very eyes. Back body drop to Belay. Reed goes off the top rope, clips him with that missile drop kick. Now Belay's down. Wait a minute, Quantum with the Horton punch. Reed is down. Quantum's making a comeback, baby. The future man never count him out. Swinging knee to the chest. Down goes Quantum. Belay brings him back up, gets a kick to the midsection. Clothesline ducked, headbutt by Belay, and now up against the ropes, just swinging on him. I think the Armbar Society could do this all night long, guys. There's no end in sight. When are they going to be satisfied? When will their appetite be satiated? This is disgusting, man. And finally, they've had enough. Quantum lays in a heap at their feet. The Armbar Society may have just ended X-Gen's chances at those tag team titles for our very eyes. Finally, referee Tyson steps in and tells these two to back off. But the damage is more than done. Immense respect to Quantum for the fight, but in the end, it didn't do him any good. And he would have been better off just staying down. And what of Paul Devine? One way or another, guys, the Armbar Society just proving right there why they are the Unified World Tag Team Champions. Oh, Mama Jamma, if you thought that was crazy, are you guys ready for what's coming up next? The CMB Unified World Tag Team title is going to be decided in a fatal four-way tornado tag team elimination match. That's a mouthful. The Armbar Society putting their belts on the line against the Kings, God's Chosen, and X-Gen. Could be a history-making night. If X-Gen win, they become six-time tag team champions. But what kind of condition are they in after the beatdown that the Armbar Society laid on Quantum just a few days ago on Supremacy? And we found out that the reason Paul Devine didn't show up for that scheduled tag team match and it turned into a 2v1 beatdown was because the Kings had taken Paul Devine backstage and beaten him down in his locker room. So neither member of X-Gen is at 100% here, but even still, I'm not going to count them out. However, this is going to be absolute chaos. It is elimination. That means we're going to see at least 6 pinfalls or submissions. Last team standing will head into next season as the Unified World Tag Team Champions. Ever since X-Gen came back and declared themselves as being back full-time with the intention of becoming tag team champions again, the Kings, God's Chosen, Armbar Society have just been trying to take them out at any given chance to do so. And their first night back on Supremacy, they defeated God's Chosen by countout, but then along with the help of the Kings, X-Gen just got an absolute whooping. And then, as I said before, what happened just a few days ago, Quantum and Paul Devine are hurting for certain. Can they fight through that pain, though? We're going to find out. And a tweet here, guys, from Josh Wolf says, tonight CMB's future gets snuffed out. Coming up a little bit later on, Josh Wolf versus Dante Tatum. Could be a very, what's the word I'm looking for? A very, A match you might not expect to steal the show, but it has the potential to for sure. Josh Wolf, in his own words, looking to turn Dante Tatum into a future corpse. Along with a whole lot more in store, but it has not been the greatest couple of months for the Kings. They thought they were on top of the world when they had that 2v1 advantage on Paul Devine for a month. They were making the Asian sensation's life a living hell, using the numbers game to do so. And at Ascendant 7, it was scheduled to be a handicap match, but Quantum coming back when his brother needed him most. In only a few minutes, X-Gen put the Kings down. Never since then, Rod Cross and Chris Diamond trying desperately to prove they are better than one of the greatest tag teams in CMB history. Former Fusion Tag Team champs in their own right. Will they taste that gold once again? As this is a Fatal 4-Way Tornado Tag Team Elimination match. That means that all 8 superstars will be active in the ring at the same time. The only way to be eliminated is by pinfall or submission. There are no countouts or disqualifications in effect. And although the night didn't start off so great for God's Chosen with Chris Proudfoot losing his international championship, Bob Luger, maybe it can be put back on track right here. Joey Diaz and Braxton Sutter representing GC. I'm looking to send off whatever momentum they may gain here to Chris Proudfoot in the main event. Feeling slighted a few weeks ago when X-Gen defeated them by countout and immediately taking their anger out on the veterans with that malicious beatdown alongside the Kings. Braxton Sutter, the biggest man in this match, combined with Joey Diaz's incredible speed, his general athleticism, could make for a deadly combination. Their only loss to date was to X-Gen via that countout. As a team, these two have proven unstoppable. But if there's one thing you don't want to do, just looking through CMB's past, is cross the future, man, because he knows everything that's going to happen. Quantum, just a few days ago, despite the odds being against him, did not run. He stood and fought the Armbar Society until he couldn't stand any longer. And even still, with only a couple of days to rest up, here he is coming back to get him some, looking to become a 6-time tag team champion alongside his brother. Armbar Society did just about everything in their power to eliminate what they perceived as the biggest threat in this championship match. Will it pay off, though? And of course, the man who puts the rising and rising sun, Japan's biggest export, the Asian sensation, the five-time undisputed world heavyweight champion, the five-time tag team champion, the one the only Paul Devine. Paul Devine has been having his struggles with Chris Diamond and more specifically the Kings as a team more recently for months now. Can he take a deep breath and end the season alongside his brother back atop the tag team division? The bond that X-Gen shares, it doesn't matter how long they go without seeing each other or what's happening. If they need help, the other's gonna be there to provide backup, and that's what we saw at Ascendant 7. Quantum hadn't been seen in a year, and even before that, him and Paul Devine hadn't teamed up in over 2 years. But Paul Devine had his back against the wall, and Quantum was there, just as he is tonight. But in order to walk out of Battle Scars 5 as 6-time tag team champions, they're going to have to take those titles right out of the hands of the Armbar Society, who have had a stranglehold on not just the tag team division, but a large part of supremacy as Walter Malay as Anarchy champion, making history for most title defenses of any championship in CMB history. 10. He's reigned for 6 months. Coming up on Snap and Justin Sane's record of single longest reign as a champ in CMB. But together is when they are at their best. So believe me when I say, Walter Malay by himself is terrifying. With Gary Reed next to him, there's just about nothing that can stand in the way of the Armbar Society. And although the odds are most definitely not in their favor here, they've got a 25% chance, just as every other team does, of leaving with the gold. The ABS not going to be taking any prisoners. Excuse me. This is what it's all about. Which team is gonna... Oh! Did Quantum just hit a timestamp right out of the gate? And Walter Malay has locked in the jaws of the Great White on Chris Diamond. Oh my god, I knew that. Oh, and a Breaking Neck Foundation reversed at the very last second by Malay, though. I knew this match was going to gonna be hard to keep up with, but I didn't think less than a minute in I was gonna be struggling to keep up with another Kimura by Malay on Chris Diamond here, but Rob Cross realizes that instinct, eyes in the back of his head, if you will, saving the baller, baby. Remember, this is elimination, and it doesn't... The rules don't apply like they may elsewhere, where if one member of a team is eliminated, the whole team is eliminated. No. Both members of a team have to be eliminated either by pinfall or submission for the team entirely to be ejected. And Quantum over there in the corner, just staring at Rob Cross's nether region. I mean, I don't blame him. Rob Cross is a pretty dashing man, but should probably be focusing on the task at hand. Braxton Sutter and Paul Devine there in the upper right-hand corner. They have a history dating back to the earlier part of this season. Braxton Sutter was at the base right-hand man. We've got a Kimura on Joey Diaz. More people have escaped that maneuver in this match already than I think ever have before. Rob Cross with a pin here on Quantum. Paul Devine seeing his brother in trouble. Oh, but the tower with a choke slam from the deepest depths of hell. And will X-Gen's chances be cut in half? Even referee Tyson is finding it hard to keep up what the hell is going on. Paul Devine's eliminated! Paul Devine has been eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. And Quantum might be up next. Ripcord Knee by Rob Cross. Braxton Sutter's going to let the pin happen. Why wouldn't he? 1, 2. And the strategy of the Kings, God's Chosen, and the Armbar Society already paying off, as Paul Devine, who came into this match injured, has been eliminated. He's the first man to go, but Quantum is still alive. That means X-Gen still has a chance. As the Future Man stalks the global phenom, I don't know what Quantum's obsession with Rob Cross is in this match. He just keeps staring at him. Braxton Sutter allowing Joey Diaz to do his thing. Braxton Sutter takes the pin after the Gorebuster GTS. Will Walter be eliminated? He will! Belated! The champions are cut in half! The champs are cut in half! Gary Reed is all that remains. Eliminated. Up to the throat of Gary Reed, and Reed's eliminated! Repeat! New Unified World Tag Team Champions. Just like that, God's Chosen. Taking out the champion. Reed to back. Hang on. It is anywhere. Rob Cross with a pin on Quantum. 2, 3. Quantum's eliminated. And we are down to 2. God's Chosen and the Kings. Who's going to head into next season as the new Unified World Tag Team Champions? Just like that. Wait a minute. Chris Steiner was eliminated? Oh no. He's just hiding over behind the... I thought he was sent to the back. But with Diamond down on the outside, I feel like we can finally... This is nuts. 2v2. The Kings and God's Chosen. X-Gen and the Armbar Society have been eliminated. Clothesline by Sutter to Diamond. Only gets a 2 count. Meanwhile, Joey Diaz trying to break the knees of Rob Cross. Clean in half as Diamond attempts to hold his own against this mammoth of a man. I don't think I've... Oh! Breaking that fell off! Man, I'm not having a whole lot of luck with that in this match. That's got to be a really hard move to pull off against someone the size of Braxton Sutter anyhow. I mean, that's a difficult move to pull off on anybody. But especially a 7-foot tall, over 300-pound Goliath like Braxton Sutter. And again, we've got this 2v1 beatdown. Rob Cross to his feet as quickly as he can. Will he get there in time though? No, Chris Diamond has been eliminated. And now Rob Cross is by himself, but I think he might be joining Diamond real quick. Gorebuster GTS, the way he landed on his neck, sickening. 1, 2, 3. God's Chosen are the new Unified World Tag Team Champions, just like that. What a match! I could barely keep up. But man, that was like a car crash, but the best car crash that there could possibly be. And I'm a bit more worried about Rob Cross's neck after the way he landed off that Gorebuster GTS. But just as things are looking down for Chris Proudfoot and God's Chosen, his soldiers pick up the steam. Braxton Sutter and Joey Diaz, the new Unified World Tag Team Champions. And now we wait to see how the night will end in our main event when Chris Proudfoot defends his undisputed World Heavyweight Championship against George King in the Thy Kingdom Come match. But what a sight to see there.